Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best dual monitor ARM.
Starting at number 5.
Asus 23.8-inch 1080p. If you're looking for the best secondary monitor for cheap, check out the Asus VG246H. Getting a cheap monitor is beneficial if you're on a tight budget and don't need anything special, but there are a few trade-offs. It has a smaller 24-inch screen than the Asus ProArt display PA278CV and a lower 1080p resolution, meaning images aren't as detailed, but the text clarity is still decent. It doesn't support daisy chaining either, but that's the case with most cheap displays, and you'll just need to make sure your PC has 2 video outputs, or you need a video splitter. Fortunately, its smaller screen makes fitting 2 monitors next to each other easier if you have a small desk. Besides that, it offers good office performance for its cost as it has remarkable ergonomics, letting you easily adjust the screen how you want. It's fine in a moderately lit room thanks to its good reflection handling and decent peak brightness. However, if you want something even brighter, the Acer Nitro XF243 Wipe Myperx is another good cheap option, but it's sometimes harder to find.
Coming at number 4.
Asus ProArt display. If you're looking for the best secondary monitor at a budget-friendly price, consider the Asus ProArt display PA278CV. It has a lower 1440p resolution than the Dell S2722 QC, meaning text isn't as sharp, but that's the sacrifice you need to make for something cheaper. Despite that, it still has decent text clarity, and the 27-inch screen offers enough space even if you want to put 2 windows side by side. On the plus side, it even supports daisy chaining with a DisplayPort output, which is great if your laptop only has one video output and you need to connect your 2 monitors to each other. If you don't need that, you can also check out the Asus ProArt display PA278QV, a slightly cheaper model that doesn't support daisy chaining. The PA278CV has outstanding ergonomics. You can even rotate it into portrait mode, making it easy to adjust next to another display. It has fantastic image accuracy before calibration, so you don't need to calibrate it if you're a content creator. However, it doesn't support HDR, so if that's important to you, the Dell UltraSharp U2520D is another 1440p option that does, but it costs more.
At number 3.
Dell S2722 QC 27. If you're on a limited budget, like if you plan on buying 2 monitors at once, then a mid-range model like the Dell S2722 QC is a good alternative. It has a 4K, 27-inch screen like the Asus ProArt display PA279CRV and has fewer features, but it's more of a lower-end model than the Dell U2723 QE. The main trade-off between the Asus and the U2723 QE is that it has a smaller USB hub with only 2 USB-A ports and a USB-C port, and it doesn't support daisy chaining at all, so your PC needs 2 video ports to connect to each monitor separately. It doesn't have a KVM switch, so you can't easily switch between 2 devices and use the same keyboard and mouse. Besides that, it's still an excellent productivity monitor because it produces remarkable text clarity thanks to its high resolution. Although it doesn't have a dedicated sRGB mode like the Asus or the U2723 QE, its image accuracy is still decent enough for everyday use. On top of that, it offers excellent ergonomics, and it gets bright enough if you want to use it in a well-lit office space.
Number 2 of my list.
Asus ProArt display. While you can often find the Dell U2723 QE on sale, if it's out of your price range or you don't need so many features, check out the Asus ProArt display PA279CRV. It's a high-end 4K monitor like the Dell, but it's a step down in terms of features as it has a smaller USB hub and doesn't have a KVM switch, which isn't ideal if you need to work with different computers connected. It's also advertised to support daisy chaining, but it's important to note that we couldn't get it to work with our unit, so if you get this monitor and it doesn't work, you'll need to connect each display to your computer separately. Besides these differences with the Dell, it's still an impressive office monitor with better reflection handling, and it also gets bright, so you won't have many issues using it in a well-lit room. It's also excellent for content creation as it has different picture modes for various color spaces, and the accuracy in the sRGB mode is outstanding. Lastly, as expected for a monitor you'd want to use in a dual setup, it has wide viewing angles and outstanding ergonomics, making it very easy to adjust.
And number 1.
Dell UltraSharp U2723 QE. The Dell U2723 QE is the best monitor for dual setup we've tested. Its 27-inch screen offers enough space for multitasking, especially if you place two windows side by side, and its 4K resolution helps deliver sharp text. It has remarkable ergonomics, meaning it's easy to adjust to your ideal viewing position. It's an impressive office monitor with many connectivity options, including a DisplayPort output, so you can daisy chain a second monitor, which is useful if your computer only has one video output. If you need to connect multiple devices to your dual monitor setup, this display is also a great choice, as it has a kVM switch and a large USB hub. You can connect your mouse and keyboard directly to the monitor and control both devices with them. Its 90 W of power delivery on one of the USB-C ports is also enough to keep your laptop's battery going while you work. In terms of picture quality, it displays a wide range of colors with excellent accuracy, and even though it has disappointing reflection handling, it gets bright enough to fight glare, which is great if you want to use it in a well-lit room.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.